What is VAT? VAT is value-added tax, and as the name suggests, it's a tax which has to be charged on all the sales you make in the course of running your business, if certain criteria is met. A business has to register with HMRC for VAT if your turnover is more than the minimum amount, which is currently set at £85,000, or if you're likely to hit this in the next 30 days, as it's based on a rolling 12-month period. That's really important. The rate of VAT you charge depends on the types of goods or services sold. There are different rates of VAT, and these are standard rated VAT. This is currently 20%, and this applies in most cases, as the vast majority of goods and services sold are at this rate. Zero rated VAT. This means where you charge VAT at a rate of 0%. So in essence, there's no VAT to pay, but this is a subtle difference though compared to exempt supplies. So some typical examples of this are books, magazines, newspapers, children's shoes and clothes, most food and drink, and some methods of transport. For example, rail travel, bus, flights. Reduced rate VAT. This is currently set at 5%, and this applies to some utilities. For example, electricity and gas for domestic use, mobility aids for the elderly, maternity pads and ladies' sanitary products, and energy-saving materials. Quite a mixture, I'm sure you'd agree. Some items are also exempt from VAT. This means that not only is no VAT charged, but also these transactions do not need to be included on a UK VAT return, even if you are VAT registered. These include sports activities, antiques, funeral plans, education and insurance, although there is IPT, insurance premium tax, these days. Most food and drink for human consumption is zero rated, although there are some items which attract the standard rate of VAT. For example, catering, i.e. a cafe or restaurant, must charge VAT for the food eaten at their premises, even if it's a cold sandwich, alcohol, chocolate bars and crisps, hot food, ice cream, although not the cones, surprisingly, soft drinks and even mineral water. Typical standard rate includes items like commercial buildings, if they are opted in for VAT purposes, the sale of accommodation, if you are in the hospitality industry, household goods and consumables, legal and professional services, and adult clothing. When you've registered, you must then complete a VAT return, usually every 3 months, although there are different schemes, so seek advice first. The return includes the VAT you have charged on sales, less the VAT that you are reclaiming on qualifying purchases which were purchased by the company for business use. VAT on sales is known as output VAT and is charged on taxable supplies. Typical examples are your sales, be they goods or services, the sale of any business assets, the hiring or loaning of goods to someone, commission, items purchased by staff, for example an old PC, business goods used for personal usage, barter transactions and free samples, etc., part exchanges. For more information, please visit HMRC's website at www.gov.uk, as this information can change. We would recommend checking with your professional advisor, agent or accountant before relying on the information in this video due to your personal business circumstances, or feel free to give us a call on 0161 410 0016. It can be difficult to apply the rules for which items have VAT and which don't. I hope you found that useful.